श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवाननी
जय
अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम महाराजनी
जय
प्रमुख स्वामी महाराजनी
जय
महंत स्वामी महाराजनी
जय.
Hey Param bhai, are you okay? You kinda look tired.
Yeah, I was up all night playing Mario Kart with my friends again.
Wait, what? Man, then you must have bombed the quiz that we took the other day.
Funny story, I barely woke up in time for it. So yeah, I don't think I did too hot. I probably should have studied more for the quiz instead of playing Mario Kart, I guess.
Well, duh. There's no doubt about that. But listen, you're not the only one. It's actually happening to a lot of us right now. I was shantiti working on my assignment that was due at 11. I started it at 5, and I knew I could finish it by 6:30. But I fell asleep. I woke up at 10 and submitted it just in time, luckily.
What? The Sharad Bhai Amin? You slipped up?
Whoa. Barely. But you're right. We're all probably getting into those small slip-ups.
Oh man, I feel that pain every day. Luckily though, I've kept up with like 99% of my stuff. But then there's the 1% where I say to myself, I'm stuck at home right now. I can study for my classes later. But I would also say that it's really important that we recognize these bad thoughts as kusang, right?
Yeah, but kusang isn't just bad thoughts we have. It can also come in the form of the company we keep and the things that we read, watch, and listen to.
So then, what can we do to overcome it? Do we activate our superstar to become invincible? Do we use our shells to blast it?
Not exactly. Especially because none of that is real. You know that, right? Param bhai, it's important you tell us all here that you know none of that is real.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I knew that, for sure. I knew that. I definitely did not dream that I was actually in Mario Kart. I think.
Well, I think we could both do with a nice wake-up call, which is perfect, because in today's Sabha, we're going to learn about all of the things that we can do to overcome kusang.
Hey Sharad Bhai, do you know what I was thinking? I don't really think kusang affects me that much. Because honestly, all of my friends are one, either from Mandir, or two, really close family friends.
Kusang works in many different ways. Even the slightest bit of kusang can have a big effect. Imagine a glass of water. If you put even the smallest drop of food coloring, what would happen?
The whole glass would become that color.
Exactly. This is why Yogi Bapa used to say that we shouldn't be like water, but instead, we should be like fire. Water is easily influenced by other things, but fire is strong, and it is able to handle anything you throw at it.
So what you're saying is that as long as we have good company, we're safe from kusang? That's easy. I already have good company.
See, the thing is, kusang is a master of disguise. Kusang has the ability to shapeshift into whatever it wants to.
So it could be anywhere? Oh man, Sharad Bhai, I can feel something breathing down my neck. Is kusang right behind me?
Breathe, Param bhai, breathe. That's just the air you're feeling.
Phew. Thank Bhagwan.
But now that you mention it, kusang is one of those things that sometimes we don't know where it is. You know, I was reading the Bhakti Mail questions from last week, and lots of balaks and balikas have similar questions to yours. Let's take a look at some of them. The first question we received is what happens if one gets close to kusang? The second question is how can we best keep away from kusang? Wow, these questions get better and better each week. Keep these questions coming, balaks and balikas. To help us answer these important questions, let's invite Pujya Shant Yogi Swami to show us how we can identify these forms of kusang and learn to be safe from them.
Before Swami gets started, I want to introduce him to everyone. Pujya Shant Yogi Swami was born in Japan and grew up in New Jersey. He attended Boston University, where he studied political science and then went on to receive Diksha in 2007. From there, Baba placed him in North America in 2013, and currently he serves as a Puja BK Sant in the Northeast region.
Shri Swami Narayan Bhagavan Jai, Akshar Purushottam Maharaj Jai, Pramukh Swami Maharaj Jai, Mahan Swami Maharaj Jai. Hello everyone. I want to start out by asking all of you a question. Okay, put on your thinking caps. Can anyone tell me what the word satsang means? How about you, Yogi? Akshar? Kirtan? Anyone else out there? Alright, good job. So you're right. Sat means true and sang means company. When we put them together, satsang means true company. But now, I'm here on a special mission to warn you about something very dangerous and bad. It is the very opposite of satsang. It is known as kusang. Kusang means bad company or the wrong company. Kusang is someone or something that can take us away from Maharaj Swami and satsang. It can stop us from going to Akshardham. So today, we're going to talk about two types of kusang. One is outside kusang, and the second is inside kusang. First, we will learn about outside kusang through a simple story. Once, there was a man who was walking through the jungle. It was very hot outside, and he was tired. So he decided to take some rest. He found a tree nearby and sat under its cool shade. Slowly, he closed his eyes. Suddenly, he was woken up from his nap by a rude voice. A parrot living in the tree started shouting very loudly.
Catch it! Catch it! Hit it! Hit it! Cut it into pieces! Cut it into pieces! Don't let it get away! Don't let it get away!
The man became annoyed at the parrot. He got up right away and left the tree. He wondered to himself why the parrot was so loud and mean. Why was the parrot saying such things? Thinking about what just happened, he continued walking. He found another tree and decided to rest for a while. Hopefully, it should be quiet and peaceful here, he thought to himself. Suddenly, he was woken up again from his nap. It was another parrot, but this time it was pleasant. This parrot was very nice, polite, and had a sweet voice.
Hey there, you look very tired. It looks like you've been on quite a journey so far. Can I offer you some food and some water?
The man happily said yes. The parrot started flying and told the man to follow him. The man ran behind the parrot, wondering where the parrot was taking him. He finally reached an ashram. It was nice and peaceful. There, he met a holy sadhu who welcomed him. The sadhu offered some refreshing cold water to the thirsty man. The man was very pleased with the sadhu's kindness and the parrot's kindness. But the man was very confused. So he decided to ask the sadhu a question. Even though both of the parrots looked exactly the same, why was the first parrot so mean and rough? And why was the second parrot so nice and polite? The sadhu replied, "Look, both of those parrots are actually brothers. But the first parrot you met was caught by a hunter who kept the parrot with him all the time. A hunter is a bad person who chases after and kills innocent animals. Whenever the hunter saw any animal, he would say, 'Catch it, hit it, cut it into pieces.' The first parrot would listen to the hunter say this every single day. Therefore, the first parrot turned out to be mean and rough like the hunter. The second parrot, however, has been staying here with me in this ashram since he was small. And in this ashram, good people come here to do satsang, arti, seva, and to listen to katha. Everyone here is so nice and polite to each other. They have lots of samp and unity. They bow down to each other. They help each other out. So the second parrot has been watching everything that goes on in this ashram since he was small. And therefore, the second parrot has turned out to be very nice and polite. This story tells us that if we keep good company, we become good kids. If we keep bad company, then we become bad. In other words, if we become friends with people who are honest, who respect their parents, who say good things, who study hard, and who follow all of the satsang niyams, then we will become good like them. But if we keep the company or friends of people who say bad words, who lie and cheat, who watch bad TV shows, who talk back to their parents, who don't follow any sort of niyams, then we will become bad like them. That is called outside kusang. So the type of company you keep is the type of person you become. Now, let's learn about the second type of kusang, which is called inside kusang. First, I want everyone to repeat after me. Swaminarayan Hare.
સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે
સ્વામીએ વાત કરી જે.
સ્વામીએ વાત કરી છે
કેટલાકને મન રમાડે છે
કેટલાકને મન રમાડે છે
ને કેટલાક મનને રમાડે છે.
ને કેટલાક મનને રમાડે છે.
આ વાત નિત્ય વિચારવા જેવી છે.
આ વાત નિત્ય વિચારવા જેવી છે.
So in other words, the mind tricks some people and some people can trick their own mind. We should think about this every day. Inside kusang is basically when our mind tries to trick us into not following niyams. So maybe our mind can fool us by saying, oh, it's okay, you don't need to do puja today. You do it every day anyway. Or the mind can trick us by saying, you go to sabha every week anyway. Just go and play with your friends today. It's okay if you miss just one sabha. But let me tell you a story about one brave boy who fought against the dirty tricks of his mind. His name was Shaluk Buggy. Shaluk's father, Jivanbai, grew some melons known as chibra on their farm. Shaluk saw them and thought to himself, these melons are so ripe, sweet, and juicy. They're definitely worth giving to Maharaj. After telling his parents about his idea, he picked out some of the best melons from his dad's farm. While holding the fruit in his hands, he started walking towards Varta, where Maharaj was, so that he could give him the melon. As he continued walking, he looked at the fruit from time to time. His mouth started to water. Shaluk's mind started to play tricks on him. He was tempted to eat the tasty fruit.
Just eat the fruit. Other people give much, much better gifts to Maharaj anyway. Would Maharaj even accept this melon? So there's no need to give it to him. Just eat it. Eat it.
Shaluk stopped walking. He found a tree nearby and sat down underneath it. He was about to break open the melon just when a thought came from his heart.
Shaluk, be brave. How could you eat something that you wish to offer to Maharaj? What happened to your love and bhakti for Maharaj?
Shaluk realized his mistake. He stood up right away. He started walking towards Vartal again with the melon in his hand. He continued walking on for some time, but now it was becoming very, very hot. He was sweating. His mouth and throat were very dry. He was very thirsty. He was also very tired. So now his Kusangi mind spoke again.
Just eat the melon. Didn't I tell you before? Your fruit is nothing compared to what other people give Maharaj. Go on. Don't waste your time anymore. just eat the melon. Eat the melon and go back home.
With this thought, he was just about to break open the fruit when another thought came from his heart.
Shaluk, no! You are Maharaj's devotee. Don't listen to your mind. Your mind is trying to trick you.
That's it. It's final, Shaluk said to himself. I will not eat this melon. This fruit is for Maharaj only. He started running fast, afraid that his mind might try to trick him again. He chanted the Swaminarayan Mahamantra all the way until he finally reached Varta. The entire place was divine and peaceful. Maharaj was sitting in Sabha. The Paramahansas were singing kirtans in front of him. Maharaj saw Shaluk, and Maharaj was Antaryami. In other words, Maharaj knew everything. He knew that Shaluk had just fought very hard with his mind. He was very pleased with this child devotee. Therefore, Maharaj, with a wave of his hand, signaled Shaluk to come nearby. Shaluk became excited and ran towards Maharaj. The boy bowed down to Maharaj, and Maharaj lovingly patted him on his head. As he got up, Shaluk placed the melon in Maharaj's lap. Maharaj, knowing the devotion in Shaluk's heart, said, I wish to eat this melon right now. After eating a few pieces himself, he gave the rest to the young boy. Maharaj also gifted Shaluk with 5 kilograms of sakar or sugar crystals. He hugged the child devotee. Everyone in the sabha was very surprised. They were all wondering why Maharaj was so happy with this child. Then Maharaj revealed the secret to everyone. This boy fought hard with his mind as he was coming here. He did not lose the fight against his mind. Bhagwan and the Sant are always Raji on those devotees who fight the desires and wishes of their minds. Seeing such courage, Bhagwan and the Sant helped the devotee win the battle with the mind. So, in the end, remember, we have to make sure to always stay away from outside kusang in the form of bad company. We must also make sure to stay away from inside kusang in the form of the mind. We learned about outside kusang through the story of the 2 parrots. Even though they were both brothers, they grew up to be very different. The good parrot was very nice because he grew up surrounded by nice people that did satsang, arti and seva. The bad parrot spent his time with the hunter who taught him about killing, so he turned out to be bad. We also saw how the bad thoughts in Shaluk's mind almost convinced him to eat the melon instead of giving it to Maharaj. However, Shriji Maharaj was super happy with Shaluk for fighting his mind. So remember, both outside and inside kusang are dangerous. So let's pray to Maharaj and Swami today that they always protect us from outside kusang and inside kusang. In fact, let's make sure to do prarthana to them every day so that we can become strong in following niyams to earn their Rajipo. Shri Swaminarayan Bhagwan Ni Jai.